Engineer going back to his train. We got another one coming. We're having another meet here in Abbeville today. I don't know what it's going to be. Engineer getting up on his train. I hear him pulling the hill, but I don't see him. Not yet. I'll get more when I see him. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got a northbounder coming through. I've been down here since about 9 o'clock this morning. It's 2 o'clock now, a little bit after 12 or something like that. I forget now. Waiting on trains. They say we got a pig train that comes to Abbeville again. They took it out for a while and they're rerunning it. I don't know what train this one is. The pig train goes from Atlanta to Charlotte, North Carolina. It comes through here on the Abbeville sub and the Monroe sub. That's gonna look like a coal train coming through. SCWS coal train. I caught one last night going down. That's in my previous video. This one's a coming back. Going back home to Pennsylvania to be reloaded. This is an empty one. Going up the hill, going around the corner. Southbound, headed to Atlanta. Fresh crew out of Greenwood. Now, it looked like it had all his engines on the head end. He usually only has 3 engines, so won't be one in the middle or on the bottom like there is sometimes. Now I'm hoping I catch the pig train coming through. We got a new pig train that started back again. I haven't ever seen it. So I've been down here waiting all day. Hopefully it comes through. It acts like it comes through about 12 o'clock, but I haven't seen it yet. Got a colorful car coming up here. Alright, he's slowing up. Blue EOT on the bottom end of it. Alright, that's my first train today. I've been down here about 4 hours waiting. I'm trying to catch a pig train. I don't know the exact schedule of it. They told me it came through about lunchtime one time, but I don't know. Alright, I'm down here. I'm going to catch more. Y'all have fun. Thank you. Headed down to Atlanta to change crews down there. It'll go north up into Tennessee and connect up with the Norfolk Southern. They run it up to Pennsylvania. I caught pictures of this train. I was at a dirt bike race in Pennsylvania, and this train came out of Pennsylvania, was going through, what is it, West Virginia? Yeah, West Virginia. That's on one of my videos. If you go look at a video I took years ago over in Cow Falls, I put that video I was just talking about on the end of it, that footage. Alright, thank y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back down here at night. I was down here about 5 or 6 hours this morning to catch a train. I caught the previous one you'll see in this video, if my editing works up right. So I'm visiting Kurt, a friend of mine, and I'm walking home, and I walked by I walked out of the way going home. I'm headed down to the depot in Abbeville, even though the depot's not there. It's in that tall grass over there is where the depot used to be. Alright, so I come down here and look, and God loves me. I got a clear signal tonight. That means the northbound is going to be coming through. There's going to be a train that originates in Atlanta and terminates in Greenwood, South Carolina. The crew will get off there. They've probably been on work. Could be anywhere from 4 hours, 5, 6, 7 hours. Sometimes they even go on a law and stop here. Alright, thank y'all. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's 8:15. I've been out here for 2 hours. I got a northbounder coming at me. He hasn't made it around the corner yet. He's still coming down the hill. Sounds like he's getting close down there. They got clear signal. Northbound, headed to Greenwood, 13 miles away. There's the lights coming on the rails. Coming around the corner. Wind up heading down the straightaway. I'm going to step back for safety reasons, y'all. Supposed to be 30 feet away from the tracks whenever a train's coming. And you want it to be 10 feet for every 10 miles an hour it's going. 10 feet more. On that one. I can't tell whether these auto racks were loaded or what. They run auto rack trains through here. Those, I don't know whether those are supposed to catch up with it or what. Gondola connection, I've never heard of them. CSA. Mexico. like Ozzy Osbourne, I guess. I think this is ethanol. They say this train goes to Charlotte, the ethanol does. So it probably goes to Hamlet and then they'll put it on a train to run it over to Charlotte. They might drop it off in Monroe, I don't know. They might set cars out in Monroe. Alright, everything's red. I'm going home early tonight, y'all. Good night. God bless you. Love y'all. Thank you for watching my videos. Leave comments if you like it. Even if you don't, leave comments. I read them all. Thank you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you can hear them, but we got a train. It's probably about 2 miles away. It's 8:30 in the morning. Clear signal on the main line. Hard to see it looking into the sun. I'll get more when it gets closer. Alright, thank y'all for joining me. Good morning. It sounds like it's still pretty far away. It's up there by Prismian. That's, like I said, about 2 miles away. So the other time I was wrong. It's a little bit further away. Because that's the second crossing he's going to. So that's all out by Prismian, I think. He's coming over the top of the hill now, so he's still pulling his train over the top of the hill and pulling it down. When he comes down here, it'll be in dynamic brakes. And he went from being over in that direction to being over in that direction. And then if you get over there, he'll be at Red Street, and he'll work his way towards us from there. I'm going to pause it and get more later. Alright, it's at Red Street. He's over there now. He's still about a mile away. Coming down the hill, he'll be coming around the corner in a little bit. Here he comes around the corner, y'all. Looks like a coal train. Early 83, 544. Alright, coal train, but I don't know where this one goes to. 3463 ET44AH. Looking into the sunset. Crews are going to be off in a few minutes when they get to Greenwood. Homecoming crew. They've been in Atlanta for about a day and a half. Took a train down, or they took a taxi down to pick up a train. They seem to do a lot of that nowadays. Thank you. I've been down there for a couple hours. I got a surprise coming out of Greenwood. GP40-3. That's the first time I've seen the GP40-3. Lot of men coming up. Blue EOT on the bottom end. Alright, fresh crew out of Greenwood headed to Atlanta. I'll be there in about 4 or 5 hours maybe. Alright, thank you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, got clear signal southbound north end of Abbeville. That means we got a fresh train out of Greenwood with a fresh crew on it, just starting to work. They have 13 miles on them when they get here. And it looks like we've got a coal train sitting down there waiting for this train. Alright, thank you. Alright, he's coming around the corner. Heading southbound. Like I said, it's a fresh crew out of Greenwood. When they get here, they've gone 13 miles when they started to work. I'm going to step back from the tracks. That's the northbound signal is passing. This is the pig train, y'all. A lot of JV hunt stuff on there, intermodal. This is the first time I've seen the pig train since they started it up. It's probably been going a couple of weeks. I done spent about a week down here trying to catch it. They tell me it comes through early in the morning, but this ain't early in the morning. This is late in the afternoon or late in the evening anyway. Orange EOT on it. Pulling uphill, headed to Atlanta. This train comes out of Charlotte, North Carolina and goes down to Atlanta. Got one comes through in the morning, supposed to be that goes from Atlanta up to Charlotte, North Carolina. So they ought to be getting a green signal on that one. Let me grab my stuff. I went over to a friend of mine's house to use his use his shower. Took a shower today. Alright, it's raining. I'm gonna walk up here and see if I can get underneath another tree and watch the signals. Let me see, here's a dry tree. I won't be able to see his signal. That one there's red over red. I can't see that one yet. Let me see if I can get up further. I'm gonna cut the camera off till I get up there. Thank y'all. He's got clear signal and he is rolling. Red over green is a medium clear. He could do 35 miles an hour once he gets out past the signal. But he can only do 35 miles an hour on this side. So when he gets out past the signal with the whole train on the main line, he can get her up to 45. Got some friendly crews on that one. ES40DC, ES44AH, and this is a different coal train, OFOX. I don't know anything about this one. Got two hose pipes opened up, hooked up, so it looks like they use the doors to dump it with. And all OFOX, they all look like they're newly labeled. So they bought these used cars and newly labeled them to use them wherever they're using them at. But I don't know who's using them. I don't know where it comes out of. I don't know where it goes to. Maybe a viewer out there might talk to me and let me know something. Just like the SCWX one. When it goes over through Georgetown, I got a viewer that writes and gives me comments on it. Coming out the side and onto the main line down there. Bottom end coming by. So I caught the pig train today. I'm very happy about that. We used to have one come through here and they quit. Blue EOT on the bottom end of it. They'll be getting home, getting off work, go home, see the wives, the children, their pets, and having fun. Alright, thank y'all. God bless y'all for watching. Alright, I'm down here tonight. This is a coal train. And I forget the letters on it. It's a new train. But anyway, this is carrying coal out of Nashville, Tennessee area. And it's taking it down to near Columbia. If you follow the railroad tracks. And out of Greenwood up through Lawrence and stuff. From Lawrence they're heading towards Columbia. And then the main line makes a left turn. But this Sin and L goes straight to Columbia. And if you keep following that, when they get past the dam on the Saluda River, you'll see the coal fire plant that this one goes to. They say they're waiting on a gravel southbound coal train to come through, which is the sister to this one. I don't know much about it, but I'm just seeing these for the first time. Alright. Thank you. Here's some close-ups of it. That's a CM44AH. He says something broke. They gotta get a replacement for it. I don't know what it is. So I think that this is a CW44 that's been rebuilt, that's modified to a CM44AH. Hey, how you doing? Alright, the conductor says this goes to Andrews, South Carolina. They're running it up through Hamlet and back into South Carolina. So I have to go look on the map myself to see where it exactly goes. Let me look at this locomotive. These are aluminum cars and they got doors on the bottom, and all the air hoses are hooked up to dump the doors out. Alright, let me see what type of locomotive this one is. At AbbevilleSC, that's got radial trucks. This one's got rigid trucks. This is a CW44AC, and I think this is a CW44AC that's been modified. They rebuilt it. So this is original, and that's the modification. I don't know whether the new trucks or what. Alright, I got all I can on this one. Thank you. Snuck up on me, guys. I'm sitting down there eating ice cream and I hear winding up the hill over there. SCWS coal train. He's slowing down because he's pulling up that hill. He might have to stop at the south end. I don't know why he's getting slower. He's blowing at Red Street, so that means he's a mile away. And this train's still coming, so this is over a mile-long train. Oh, got some auto racks on here. I can't see anything on them, but just can't see anything on them. These are TTGX cars, it looks like. So this will be for trucks and vans. Looks like somebody tried to put a steam engine on that one coming at you. I just can't read none of that. Bottom end of the train coming by, blue EOT on it. Now one of it's going slow because he's got to stop at the south end. I don't know, we see another northbound to come through, we'll know he had to stop. If it makes it here in a reasonable amount of time, we won't know whether he stopped or not. Alright, thank y'all. Coming back down to the depot, I was walking towards my house. I've been down here about 2.5 hours. And we finally got a northbounder coming in. You might be able to hear him off in that direction. I ain't got down and checked the signals or nothing. But I got up at a friend of mine's house and I was sitting in a chair on his porch and I could hear this train. So I walked down here, it got quiet, so I walked back up here and then I could hear him blowing the horn. I thought he was probably about 2 or 3 miles away. I never heard him blow the horn at Red Street. CM44AA. Got a coal train sitting here. ES44AA. Got distributed power on it. Alright, he's got a stop signal down there. Let me see if I can get out and you can see it all. It's a red over red on the main line, stop signal. So he's got to stop and he's waiting for a train out of Greenwood, I guess. And he came down the main line, so I guess there wasn't that northbounder I filmed a while ago did not stop. Alright, I'll get more later on, thank you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sitting up here in the dry. I'm not worried about getting dark out tonight because we got some good street lights around here. I'll be able to get this thing in and look like daylight colors. Alright, so I'm going to sit here and wait. He's waiting for a southbounder, I bet. I ain't gonna check the signal, see if it's clear or not, because it'll clear it up. 15 minutes later, the train comes through, so I can go walk down there and look at it. It might be red and turn around and walk back, and it's not cleared up and already got a train rolling at me. Alright, thank y'all, hope you enjoy. Alright, we got one coming around the corner of the hill, southbound to fresh out of Greenwood. It's only been about 15 minutes since this one stopped before this one showed up, so that was pretty quick. Alright, I'm going to step away from the tracks. Make everybody comfortable about what I'm doing. It'll be going on the far track away from it. It'll be rolling down the side into the north end. He's got to kill his headlights because he's going by an occupied locomotive. This one had to kill its headlights because it's got occupied locomotive coming at it. Or another train, he's got to cut his off. It looks like a pig train. Got 3 engines, not 2 engines on it. No, it's got 3 on it. Got BNSF on the front end of it. I don't know how they got BNS on. This train stops in Atlanta. These cars come out of Atlanta, go to Charlotte, and now they're coming back to Atlanta. So I don't know when they picked up the Burlington Northern Santa Fe cars, locomotives. It's a little short train. They just started this. So it might grow. Look, these are Florida East Coast cars. All of them, Florida East Coast. Alright. Well, the conductor's going back in. He did his inspection. The engineer does his from the cab. And the conductor's supposed to get on the ground and get on the other side of the train and film it rolling through. So 3 engines on the head end. I don't know what coal train it is, but we got coal train. So this is the second time I caught the pig train. That's amazing. Let me see, he might not even have a clear signal yet. Yep, he's got a clear signal down there. You see it in the trees over there, green over red. So he can roll now. He can do 45 miles an hour on the main line. That's just track speed around here because of the hills and the curvature and stuff. CSX, a new locomotive, a new rebuilt locomotive. He's waving at us. See, CW44, ES44AH. It hasn't cranked up yet. This one's running. There's now starting up. Spirit of Grafton, number 500, CW44AC. I think those front two ones, the CMs or CW44ACs, have been rebuilt. This is the LCWS coal train. He's gonna knock the green signal down. There he goes, knocked it down. Head on down the hill, going to Greenwood, y'all. He's not having to pull anything. He'll use his dynamic brakes a little bit, try to hold it back, but he's not pulling it down the hill. Locomotive's still in idle. I'm still trying to find out when the northbound P train goes through so I can catch it coming out of Atlanta. SCWA, South Carolina Public Works. Fully loaded coal train. I think it comes out of Pennsylvania. Guy told me earlier it comes out of Kentucky, but the Norfolk Southern brings it down to Kentucky. That's where they pick it up at. I don't think it's being picked up in Nashville, no coal mine. I may be wrong, but I just don't know. I just don't believe that. It sounds like they had the rail grinder come through because those rails are mighty noisy nowadays. I didn't see the rail grinder when it came through. It could have come through late at night after I was asleep or early in the morning. I just don't know when. So how bright it is out here, I told you them street lights are very, very good.